Hey everyone, welcome to Illegal Alien Racing. This is the 100cc final in club racing at Dallas Karting Complex. Shout out to Brandon Barker in Denver, Colorado, the Sports Fan 212 from New Zealand but lives in Canada, and Sammy P Productions from Sydney, Australia. What's up, guys? Alright, so we're coming down for the start here. The guy in front of me is in a 125cc cart. He should be in that left-hand lane that I'm really not in myself. For the start, we get a green flag. You're going to see someone dive to the inside of me. It's another 125cc cart with a little bit more get up than we have. Gets in the Dury there, and I'm able to clear both of them and get right into first place in the 100cc class. So the guy behind me in the 11 cart and the orange Intrepid cart, he's a 125cc class driver, and the guy in front of me is in a 125cc class. And again, we have 100cc engines, so they outpower us engine-wise. So you'll see Ronnie in front of me just kind of drive away. Now the reason that they're in our race is because there's only two of them, and they don't want to run a whole separate race with just two of them, so they put them in our race and consolidate the classes and just kind of let things move along a little faster for the day. See Dury there get around the 125 racer and into second place. Good move there. So we had a big thunderstorm come through the night before, so the track is very green. There's no grip, and I'm struggling with grip here. And the opening laps, you see right here, you see me kind of slide out a little bit. It's a little bit expected because the tire pressures are building up and we're going to get more grip. But right there, I'm really kind of fighting the cart. And it doesn't take a lot to turn these carts. So when I turn the steering wheel even like that much, it's actually a lot of input into the cart. So I'm really loose here. The handling is just not very good. I'm hoping this cart settles down a little bit and is just a little bit more cooperative with me. I'm kind of fighting it a little bit at this point. But, you know, I think the other carters may be fighting their carts as well, so maybe we're on equal playing ground at this point in the race. One thing that people don't realize that don't really watch karting or are in the racing is that these carts evolve during the run. They get better or they get worse. And the track sometimes changes as well. So you know, my cart's doing these things, their carts are doing those things as well. So this is a constant, you know, things are evolving constantly. And also, you know, sometimes we're driving really good that day, sometimes we're not. And we're strategizing. So there's a lot of moving parts going on that the average person that doesn't really follow karting or hasn't really experienced this may not realize. Okay, here comes Dury, looking to the inside there. Kind of backs off, but is right there. Good clean racer. I really enjoy racing with him. I can trust him. Hopefully he can trust me, so we can race hard with each other when it's time to do that. Alright, so I know he's right behind me, so right here I exit and I take a defensive line in the middle of the track. I don't want him inside of me, but it puts me at a disadvantage for the exit here, so I gotta be careful. I expect him to my left, so I look there, he's not there, so I settle back in. See me still fighting with the cart a little bit. Look to the right before I sweep over to the right. Don't want to come over when he's over there and run him off the track or have contact with him unnecessarily. Gotta be smooth through here. Good exit through here. Set me up for the straightaway. Take a look behind me. A little bit of a gap, so I take my normal line. Now that screen on my steering wheel, that's a data logger. The brand I have is called a Micron. It tells me a lot of information that I want to know. Like, for example, it'll give me in different sectors if I'm plus or minus my fastest lap in that sector, so if I'm doing better or doing worse. Compared to my fastest lap, it gives me exhaust gas temperature readings. And here comes Dury right here, gets a really good run on me. Makes his move, nice move there. Going into the lead there. going back to what I was saying, I'm looking at this data logger at times, usually at the end of the straightaway. The exhaust gas temperature, I'm looking at that reading to make sure I'm not running too hot or too cold. Got about 100 more degrees that I can probably tune to, but the cart's running really good. I'm not going to mess with it. We're just going to leave it alone and race. Okay, so right behind me, there is my official teammate, Justin, right behind me. And we're going to try to hang with Dury here, who's in the lead. And you see him kind of open up the gap. So I'm looking here, it's like, well, I don't know if I can catch him or not, if I can hang with him. So it looks like I'm going to be in a fight for second place with Justin, who's right behind me. Some of the normal racers that would normally come and race with us didn't make this race this weekend, so I've got my hands full with Justin right now. All right, here we go, exiting. I take a defensive line. I expect him to go over under, and here it comes. We're going to be in a race here. Going to the corner here, over under. I'm waiting for it. There he is. I've got position on him. I got a right. So I'm going to kind of keep it tight. I don't want to run him into the barriers to the left. Is he still there? Yes, he's still there. I'm a little annoyed he shouldn't be there. I'm going to keep it wound up to the outside here. Keep it wound up, keep it wound up. Okay, he gave me space. I'm going to keep going for it. Let's go. Screw Justin. Let's go for it. And I back off just a hair. I don't want to come in too hot and push him up into those tires on the apex of turn 8 and ruin his cart. Maybe get in a wreck with my cart. Not worth it. I backed off just a hair and he took the spot. Good job there. I'm going to stay close to him here and try to come back and take my spot right back. I'm not done with him. All right, set him up. I've got a good draft. I'm going to go for it. Draft. Okay, let's go to the inside and look. Okay, over, under. I got to keep it tight because he's going to go underneath me. And right there, kind of slide out, and there he is underneath me. Just no grip there for me, and he takes the spot right back pretty easy and kind of opens up several cart lengths on me. So he and I are both driving Sodi carts. We both have KA100 engines. We both weigh about the same body-wise, and we even have the same suit on. So it can't get much closer as far as what we have to race with than we have right now. So this is pretty much a match race, just him versus me, skill versus skill. Let's see who's going to win, who can set each other up, who can set the other person up better and come out ahead. All right, get a good exit here. Gonna draft off him a little bit, see what we got going on. Look to the inside, he takes a defensive line here. He's gonna take a defensive line on the exit here. I kind of slide out, you see him kind of to the inside right there. He was waiting for me to go over under. I just wasn't there to do it. I slid out a little bit, again having problems with grip. And it's definitely affecting me. And you see the gap kind of open up right there. So I've got to work hard and get right back on his bumper where I was before to try to threaten for the position here. Well, a lot of fun. It's kind of hot. It's about, I think, 94, 95 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a kind of a humid day. It's July in Texas, to be expected. So we're working hard, and it's a little hot out there, but it adds to the fun. Overall, this is a really good time. We're having a really good time out here. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try to draft behind him. I want you to see the different break-in zones here, how much I catch him. I break just a smidge later than he does, right there. See how I kind of catch him right there, because I break just a little bit later. So these little subtle differences can make a lot of difference in your race outcome and setting passes up. And you see Dury, who kind of pulled away, kind of appear back on screen. At this point, I don't really realize he's there. I'm paying attention to Justin. And about right here, I do notice that, hey, we're catching Dury. What's going on with him? He must have a problem with his cart. And he did. His right rear tire was going flat. And he's losing a lot of time. He's basically out of the race. There's nothing he can do. It's not his fault. There's nothing he can do about it. And you see him on the exit here. really fight with the cart. Unfortunately for him, he was running a great race. Should have probably won this race, but things like this happen. All right, so now it's me versus Justin, match race for the win. Here we go. Justin with technically an illegal move, maybe if you're breaking it down. He gets one move. He exited, went to the middle of the track. I was behind him. He kind of skated up the track to block a little bit, but it's not a big deal. We'll keep going. The race is about to wind down here. Don't have many more chances. I'm really on him here. Don't have a move here. Let's see if I can get really on his bumper. I want to try him on the straightaway here on the exit. I want to try him on the straightaway going into turn 1. All right, I'm right there. Looks good. Nice and smooth. Okay, looks good. He opens up just a little bit. Let's get a good exit here. He gets a better exit, opens up. Not good for me. We don't get a white flag here from the flag person. It's the last lap. I'm waiting for the flag person to throw a white flag so I know when to really attack at maximum with everything I've got. Don't get the white flag, so I'm oblivious to kind of where we're at in the race. It's my fault ultimately, but it's not going to end up helping me. I'm right on his rear bumper. Let's see if I can get him, get a good exit here and try him going into the next corner. Okay, I'm too far away. Keep it tight. Good. All right, I get a better exit usually than him here in this corner, turn 13. Right there, I'm right there. All right, I'm right on him. Gotta do really well here. He tends to do pretty good. Sorry, at this turn and the next two, the next one rather. All right, he kind of opens the gap up a little bit. That's all right. I'm going to try to draft off him and try him on the next lap. Next thing I know, checkered flag is being waved. The race is over, and that's pretty much it. Justin won the race. I got second place. Was waiting for the white flag last lap. Didn't get it, but that's all right. Stuff like this happens. Still had a blast. I know Justin had a blast. Had a really good time, and it's always a blast racing. So if you're thinking about getting into racing, definitely check it out. I think you're going to really like it. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate you. If you're a new viewer, welcome. Check out some of the other videos. And as always, again, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Y'all take it easy.